Okay, Jingles, thanks for your time.
Welcome.
First of all, give us an overview of the year that's just going by.
The whole year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we played 9 games this year. I think we started well.
Yeah.
Out of 9 games, we only lost 2 games for the year.
Yeah.
We lost Niger away. We lost 2-1.
Yeah.
And we lost Zimbabwe 2-1 away. We drew 3 and we won the rest.
Yeah. So what would you say were the low lights?
Yeah, low lights for me, and I can tell you it's the same with the team, the players.
Yeah.
For us, for Bafana, the low lights was not on the field of play.
Yeah.
The low light for us was a technicality rule. You know. In Soweto, we used to say
Yeah.
So that's the low light. You know, the technical, the famous 14.1 rule. I think we made that rule very famous in South Africa.
Yeah.
You know, that was the low light. But but all in all, we had a good season.
Okay.
We had a good year. I mean, really. I mean, before that match of Sierra Leone of that low light, you call it the 14.1 rule.
Yeah.
There's never been a problem, and there was never a problem.
Yeah.
And there was not even one person who was ever complaining of Bafana. Everybody was saying Bafana is one of his. It's a good team and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately we did not qualify, and we led the group for the whole year.
Yeah.
And we came second for 3 weeks, and then we went back.
Yeah.
You know, and when I say we went back, it means we led the group until the last day, and we thought, according to the normal standings, we thought we qualified.
Yeah.
But CAF its own rule, which is not the same as FIFA rule, because if you check the FIFA World Cup qualifiers now, if you take that FIFA World Cup qualifiers that we play in the World Cup now, and the log finishes the way it is, we qualify. So this thing still, it's amazing. It's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Really, it's amazing that the FIFA is not practicing it. So you ask yourself, and everybody says it's a simple rule. Everybody says, why you couldn't read this rule? It was a simple rule.
Yeah.
So if it's such a simple rule, why is it so famous?
But that would have knocked the players and yourself, obviously.
No, it knocked us. It knocked the whole South Africa. People are having different mind now at Bafana, and that's the problem I have. It's a perception. Is that now there are few generals who play with this thing.
Yeah.
And they play with it, and it clouds now the performance of Bafana for 1 year, 3 months.
Yeah.
A team that has done very well. We lost only 3 games in 1 year, 6 months. I mean, really. I mean, how far good can it be?
Yeah.
I mean, really. We only conceded 2 goals against Niger away, but we replied with a goal. So 1 goal difference.
Yeah.
Same in Zimbabwe. It's the best record, defensive record. Unbelievable. It's very good. It's even better than the World Cup champion Spain.
Yeah.
If you can check their record after winning the World Cup. It's unbelievable record. We got the second best defensive record in all the groups in Cup of Nations.
Okay. But how did you motivate the players? I mean, also think about Kune. He got injured in that game. He's going to be out until next year sometime.
Yeah. Again, it's perception.
Yeah.
Again, it's the media. Again, they're saying, E2 is faking an injury.
Yeah.
He hasn't kicked the ball ever since that injury.
Yeah.
And no one talks about it.
Yeah.
No one talks. Before it was, E2 is a joke, E2 what. Okay, where is he after the match of Sierra Leone?
Yeah.
And no one talks about it. Everybody's quiet now. Yeah. But they wrote about it and they made a meal out of it, you know. So it is sad. He said football it's one of those things that really you ask yourself, when I look back and I look at these boys, I look at E2, he kept a clean sheet until the game of Niger. It's unbelievable.
Okay. Speaking about E2, I mean, still a youngster. Can he come back from that setback?
Yeah, he's capable.
given the criticism that he's endured.
No, it is a personality.
Yeah.
Big time personality.
Yeah.
It is not afraid of anything. And he likes the moments, he likes the environments. And I've got no doubt
Yeah,
that it will be back. But it's unfortunate we miss him. But fortunately we have Munib Joseph, whom we didn't have against Sierra Leone.
Yes.
And also we didn't have him against Niger.
Yeah.
And one of the lowlights, sorry to go back to what you're saying, is injuries we faced.
Yeah.
Our last 2 games, we didn't have about 6 players who were in the status of against Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
People don't know that, and they don't want to talk about it. When you say that, they say, you're making excuses.
Yeah.
We played the last 2 games, Kakusha was not there, Pinar was not there, Indigen Pela was not there, Tsepo was not in Sierra Leone, Yeye was not there, Soma was not there, Joseph was not there, Sekholela was not there.
Yeah.
I can just go on and go on and go. Tulani Serrero was not there against Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Look, you have 9, I'm counting 9 players that you didn't have. Influential players. I'm not talking about fringe players.
Yeah.
9 influential players. So they didn't play the last 2 games. But the positive side of that is that now you got Dalen Klassen.
Yes.
You got Andy Lejali, who went to Egypt and fight and reclaim his position. Serrero also came against Burkina Faso to show what he can do.
Yeah.
Those are the positive. Munib shows is still as good as E2. So very good.
Yeah. Bradley Robler also coming
Bradley
into play. Yeah.
Yeah, Bradley is the same thing again. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Bradley. People complain why we went to Zimbabwe with the second string team.
Yeah.
Okay. The boy came to Zimbabwe. We have him all the time. We have never had a chance to play him.
Yeah.
He went to Zimbabwe. Gave him a first cap.
Yeah.
First goal. If I don't go to Zimbabwe, I still play Tulane Serrero and Impela.
Yeah.
How am I gonna see if Bradley Robert can give me a finishing in the box?
Yeah. But playing on an artificial turf, I mean, it's not. Some people were saying players were reluctant to make tackles because.
No, it's true.
It's like playing on a plastic.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
You see, the artificial pitch, we have that in South Africa. Even in Europe, they do play.
Yeah.
In the Champions League, they play in artificial pitch. But artificial pitch in Zim needs a little bit of care and maintenance.
Okay.
The bounces were awkward.
Yeah.
And I would like to believe that what happened to Bevan Fransman, the poor boy, with a mistake he caused. Otherwise, we were not even thinking Zimbabwe can beat us. With the second string team that never even trained the day before, never even trained together, never even played on that pitch.
Yeah. You mentioned Bevan Fransman. A lot of people think or believe that after that mistake, his chances of playing.
No. Everybody made mistakes, and I've made mistakes in football. Anybody in every industry that he works on, he has made a mistake. So were you sacked? No. So it's the same. So why should we that shrewd about Bevan? He's a good boy. He's a nice guy. He never had enough chance to play for Bafana. But now he came. Poor guy made a mistake. Shame, man. I feel so sorry for him. But look, these things do happen, and still people don't want to know how you lost.
Okay.
We went to Zimbabwe. We dominated. We played. We were the first one to draw blocks, to score. We went to Niger. We dominated. We lost to Niger. We scored. But those things don't matter now. You didn't qualify for 2012.
Yeah. Speaking about that, after missing out on AFCON 2012, you endured a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
How have you handled that?
No, I take it positively. If I don't want to be criticized, I shouldn't be coach of Bafana.
Yeah.
What is happening to me in South Africa is common.
Yeah.
It has happened to Scream as the first coach.
Yeah.
It's happened to Shakes when he was a coach of Bafana. It's happened to Clive Barker after winning Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
6 months after that, he was taken out, my friend.
Yeah.
This is how South Africa thinks sometimes, Stuart Baxter, Carlos Queiroz, Felipe Trozier, Jomo Sono, Trot Moloto. You can just go on. Santana, Carlos Pajera. So one day somebody will be counting me as well. It's when you sign a contract, it's the same when you sign an exit clause. Really, it's football. It's okay. We do understand. it's a challenge. For me, it's an opportunity that I wanted to be as a Bafana coach, and it's good. It's good for me. It's good for any coach, a local coach, and most especially a black coach. In South Africa, to say you have a chance, you can coach. And we make history. South Africa has never beaten Ghana here. We made history. South Africa never beat Egypt here. We beat them. We made history. You know, we played well against Ivory Coast when everybody was saying, after they will never play against Ivory Coast. I remember there's a famous journalist who's doing all these things. To me, that guy is not a serious guy. From Ivory Coast. I don't want to mention his name. But it's not worth it. Bafana will get 6-0 against Ivory Coast. At halftime, it will be 4-0. They're dead. We nearly beat them. You know, with a full strength team. But it's people. You know, when you have those small journalists and trying to be big.
Yes. Speaking about that, you just mentioned that one day you'll be referred to as a former Bafana coach. Are you feeling the pressure now?
Yes, there's pressure in Bafana. Yes, I feel the pressure. I feel the pressure, and the pressure, or the worrying thing about me is that it's perception. It's because my worry is that people cloud the 14.1 rule that took us out. They cloud it to the performance of Bafana. Suddenly, they think Bafana is no longer good. It's the same thing. Didn't you see it after Sierra Leone, they can play #1 in Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, with all the Champions League players? Or was it not the same? Was it not Jovino? Was it not the Kalo Touré, Zokora, Yaya Touré? We called them. They were there. There's never we showed the second half that day, guys, this is South Africa. And that's what we did to Egypt. This is what we did to Ghana. So, yes, there is pressure. For you can't coach Bafana and there's no pressure. You can't coach Paris, there's no pressure. You can't coach Chiefs, there's no pressure. But Bafana is, you have 48 million. With Paris and Chiefs, you might have 10 million or whatever. But Bafana, everybody wants to coach it. Even in my house here. Even inside here is, but why you don't put Swanibani in the team? Why you don't put so and so in the team? My brother comes here, but that lineup. My uncle says, no, the lineup was good, but only if you could have changed it. So it's our lives, and I must do what I think is right. I've got a vision, and that's it.
Do they also ask you why you play one striker, especially against the Ivory Coast?
Yes, they ask why I ask one striker, but after the match, no journalist says, why you played one striker? Everybody says, you nearly beat Ivory Coast. This thing of one striker is not about one striker or three strikers. How many strikers did Spain have when they won the World Cup here? They had David Villa. They won. How many strikers did Holland, who went to Spain with Spain to the finals? They had one, Van Persie. You know what I'm trying to say? So how many strikers? Real Madrid, Benzema or Higuain? 7-0 last week against Osasuna. So is it one striker or is it too many strikers? We've been playing too many strikers. We never scored against Sierra Leone. I played 2. We played Ivory Coast. I played 1 striker. We scored.
But also France in '98, people would say they also had 1 striker.
It's not about 1 striker or 2 striker. If it is 1 striker, why Arsenal is doing so well? Why Barcelona, Real Madrid, top clubs? Yes, Rooney plays alone. You never see Rooney with Berbatov. So is it 1 striker or 2 strikers? It's how you create the chances, and it's how do you take the chances. Bafana is not taking the chances.
Now let's talk about your plans for the dead period during the Nations Cup. What will the national team be involved in?
We have I think we have about 4 games lined up. I don't want to speak about that. The names, I'll speak about the games. One is it's not a big nation country. On the 7th, I think everybody knows is India, in my opinion. The other 3 games have not been finalized, but it will be two big clubs that qualified for Cup of Nations. They will be based here in South Africa for preparations, and we'll play against them, and we'll give the country something to look forward to. But we'll play teams that are top teams in Africa, and that will be having all the full team here. Like in Zimbabwe, they have the full team. You know, but we'll be using local-based teams. players, but when you use local-based players,
Yeah.
you know what's going to happen. The chances of winning are very minimal.
Yeah.
Then the next thing, Bafana is not good anymore. But when we have the full team,
Yeah.
we can match any country.
Okay. You mentioned the teams that you want to play. I know you said you don't want to mention the names, but Zambia one of them?
I don't know, but I don't know. But we'll see. I don't
Okay.
want to say before the footballer. I'll be in trouble.
Okay.
Let my football association announce the teams.
Okay. What do you hope to achieve with those matches? I mean, in terms of the objectives for those matches.
Yeah, first we have to play. We have an
Yeah.
opportunity to play and
Yeah.
see how must see the local based players, give them a chance.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully those who play in Europe who are having winter break, maybe we can have them. But you must know that Kagisho, Bongani, Pinar, the UK based players,
Yeah.
you know, they have those games in Boxing Days and all that. So I don't foresee having them here. But
Okay.
let's see what the local based players have. Let's fight against the big teams.
Yeah.
Let's open it, and I'm still saying it, Joe, and I'll say it. I know it was so easy for me when we were in at the low level
Yeah.
after not qualifying. I could have asked my football association, can you get Djibouti for me?
Yeah.
I'm not disrespecting Djibouti. Can you get Lesotho? And we win 3-0, 4-0, and then
Yes.
yes. No, Ivory Coast, my friend.
Yeah.
Because I think my team is at that level. And how am I going to prove if my team is at that level?
Yeah.
In the field of play when I play against them.
Okay.
You see, say Ghana, when we have them here, they were only four weeks away, 4 weeks from the World Cup,
Yeah.
from the quarterfinals of World Cup. Everybody says, South Africa, can they play against Ghana?
Yeah.
We didn't play against Ghana. We won against Ghana. You know, Egypt was number 2 in Africa at that time.
Yes.
After Ghana, we played them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burkina Faso, 4th. Those countries, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
top 4 in Africa. And you know the results, what happened against Burkina Faso.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what happened against Egypt.
Yeah.
You know what happened against Ghana. And you know what nearly happened against Ivory Coast.
Yes.
So that is my worry. The perception is there are few, and I'm taking not even 3
Yes.
journalists who play with this thing, who've got their own agenda,
Yeah.
and they catch an ordinary person
Yeah.
who's just looking at football, and they cloud him with that. Bafana didn't score yesterday. Did you see the match? What's your opinion? Let's open the lines. You're leading people.
Yeah.
Of course, you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna say go and follow. You know the mob psycho, mob mentality.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's just sad that people. It's so sad that people don't say, okay, we understand that, but
Yes.
let's look at this team.
Yeah.
Do they play well? Do they defend well?
Yeah.
Do they attack? Do they have a style?
Yeah.
Do they have passion? Do they pass the ball? Do they walk on the pitch? Are
Yeah.
they problem players? Are they prima donnas or what?
Yeah.
No. They take the angle.
Yeah.
The angle that suits them, and because Spanibani has an agenda, he fulfills his agenda,
Yeah.
and he goes to town with it, and
Yeah.
everybody follows.
Yeah,
It's such a
yeah,
sad
yeah,
state
yeah.
of affair.
One thing you must be credited, Jingles. I mean, it's the spirit in the Bafana camp. I mean, I've said this before. When you call the players up to the national team, everybody wants to come. In the past, there used to be problems. How did you do that?
No, everybody wants to play for Bafana.
Yeah.
Pinar, did you see against Ivory Coast how many times he went out to stitch
Yeah.
the wound? If it was anybody says, no, I said, how do you feel?
Yeah.
Coach, I haven't been here
Yes.
for 6 months.
Yeah.
I haven't done this jersey for 6 months. He went like a boxer to stitch.
Yeah.
The referee ordered him out of the pitch all the time. He says, I am coming back.
Yes.
At one stage, I stayed 8 minutes
Yeah.
with 10 players against Ivory Coast. 8 minutes against Ivory Coast. It's not
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
He says, I am coming back.
Yeah.
That's the passion. That's what you see. This Shaba. That's what you see. Katleho criticized by everybody.
Yeah.
I will prove it. I'll score the goal.
Yes.
You know, we're not Spain.
Yeah.
Yes, we can do better. No doubt about it. South Africa. We don't have Messi here.
Yeah.
We don't have Cristiano Ronaldo here. When Portugal has to go to the playoffs against Bosnia with Postinga, Cristiano Ronaldo, what happened to Argentina in Copa America?
Yeah.
Football has changed. People think it's that easy. It's not as easy as we think. But we are a good team. South Africa, the product is good. PSL product is very good.
Yeah.
It's who else can ever thought that we can play George Libese against Ivory Coast? Nonchinga. He's only 6 months playing, 5 months playing PSL. We had him against Ivory Coast. Why not? Daylan Class in 20. Nonchinga 22. George Libese 21. Tulani Serrero 21. Andile Jali 20, 21. The future is bright. Matoho 19, 20. There's a bright future. Let's be patient.
Okay. You've mentioned all those players, all of them that you've mentioned. They qualify for under 23. In terms of helping the under 23 qualify for London 2012, is that part of the objective, bringing these youngsters into the national team?
I said it in the press conference. I've mentioned it. I spoke to Mr. Mashaba. He said that this game of Ivory Coast and Zimbabwe, he has first choice preference to choose.
Yes.
He must take anybody that he thinks he wants to go play, and then I will choose after. And I waited and I did that until he submitted the list, and I chose the players. So there's also a perception that I don't want to help the under 23, but it's those 2-3 journalists who do that, and they are very powerful. One of them is the most powerful journalist. They are very powerful, and he's a very good journalist, to be honest. No doubt about it. Very powerful, but driving his own agenda.
Okay. Let's come back to Bafana. You mentioned earlier, chances are being created, but they're not being put away by the national team. How do you plan to?
That problem is not. It's not only my problem. It's a PSL problem. Week in, week out. You know. I mean, Impela was a top scorer year before. I think with 14 goals. This is not enough. Messi is almost Cristiano Ronaldo. They've even passed that mark of 14 goals, and the season has not even come to half the season. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's a problem. We bring the ball from the back. We bring it up. You know. You milk the cow. After that, you kick the bucket. You know the story. So when the last third. The last third is the problem that we have in South Africa. It's a problem that we have in Bafana. And if I see it in PSL, obviously I'm going to inherit it. Because I have these boys for 4 days or 3 days before that. When it's an international game, I train once. International friendly game. I'm from Zimbabwe, my friend. I never trained. But you play. And people say, what are the results? They don't care whether you train or not. So I must have ready product. This is Bafana. I'm not going to train strikers. This is how you shoot. When?
Tactics and technique, you can't do that at national team.
You must judge me on the performance of the team. Do they have integrity? Do they have a shape? Do they mark? Do they defend? How do they behave when they don't have the ball? Do they have a structure, shape? What is the formation? When we lose the ball, do they look for it? How do we have a counter attack? Do you have way of defending corners, attacking? That's how you judge the structure of the team in the football association. You can't judge. I don't have time. I never even have half a day to can sit with a player of PSL outside the camp of Bafana. So I get what I have, and I don't want to blame also the clubs in PSL, because we don't have that much. We need to develop, we need to identify, we need a different route. You see, we cannot go the same route. We need to take a different approach and say, what is South African problem? South African problem is scoring goals. And another thing is that, who has been scoring goals in South Africa? It has been Kamwendo, Marwari, Musona, Ambesuma, Chamanga, Katongo, now is Nyondo. Who have this? Where are those people from? From South Africa? And then they bring another curveball. But how can we not have when we have so many resources in South Africa? Those players don't have the financial resources in their home country. It's not about how much money you have. It's about the talent. Can you put the ball away?